I'm going to be talking briefly about printing on t-shirts. Printing on t-shirts isn't super different from printing on paper, but there are a couple things that make it go a lot better. I have my screen set up just like I would for printing on paper. I'm going to move my Mylar up just a little bit. Now, the difference between fabric and paper is that fabric is going to move, it's more flexible, and so putting it on a piece of cardboard, this is actually cardboard with some chipboard taped to the top, because cardboard, you generally have the corrugation, and that can show up in the print, so the chipboard is really smooth, and that just helps avoid having those corrugation marks come through. And I have sprayed it with some just regular spray adhesive, just a light coating of it, and that helps to keep the shirt in place as you print. So I'm just going to get this on the board. This is for my friend's son. So I'm smoothing it down so you can see the spray adhesive helps to kind of keep it in place, so I can make sure that it's straight and it's not twisted around and there's no wrinkles. And I'm going to actually put the shirt underneath the Mylar before I pull the Mylar, because I want to make sure that the shirt's getting lifted up a little bit, so the positioning on the Mylar is going to be a little bit different if I print without having the shirt underneath there. So I'm trying to get it as accurate a distance on the Mylar as I can, so I know where it's going to be printing. It's quite a bit thicker than a piece of paper. And I can position it where I want it. Now I am using fabric ink, and when I print on a shirt, I want to make sure to pull it a couple of times. So it's flooded. I'm going to print it once, and then I'm going to scoop up this ink, and I'm going to go back to the top, and I'm going to pull it one more time. Just to be safe. Yeah. And that gives me good density so that I can be sure I have enough ink going through. A lot of times the first pull isn't quite enough ink, so fabric tends to soak it up.